All right, I'm TALIAFERRO, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. I'm talking Meek Mill. I checked out some audio, and I seen Meek Mill warning NBA Youngboy, who just got home from out of Louisiana. He did a bid. He was tied into a double murder, I believe, or something like that. And I watched Meek Mill give that young bull some advice. He was like, get out of the city. And he was pretty blunt about it. He was like, get out of the city that you from, or they're going to kill you. For those who don't know, Meek Mill had been battling back and forth over his career to try to get out of Philly, try to move to LA or anywhere else to get out of his home city, because he felt like the city had it in for him. The juries, the judges, even the probation officers, even down to the people who didn't rock with Dream Chasers. Meek Mill felt like his own city, as much love as there is probably a little bit more hate. And Boosie's talked about how it's not about the cities where he go to and when he's not home. It's about when he's home where the hate's at, because that person got to see you. They got to know that they didn't make it and you made it, and all type of hatred comes for that when you being from the area and that person's from that same area and their life's a failure and you're flexing with all the chains and jewelry. Boosie talked about that on Vlad TV, by the way. Vlad got it on his platform is going down the drain. I don't have a lot of respect for Vlad's platform right now. With that being said, I like what Meek Mill was telling NBA Youngboy. Get out of the city. And the way NBA Youngboy was taking it in, I know a lot about him. I'm just now about to listen to his music in the upcoming weeks. It didn't look like he was listening to Meek. I hope he was actually listening instead of having somebody record that he's on the phone with Meek Mill. I hope he's listening to what the hell Meek was trying to tell him. This is what we love about Meek Mill. This is why I big up Meek Mill, and I'm like, damn, if Meek would stop doing corny stuff, Meek could be one of the most impactful artists of our generation, because he gets it. Meek has the respect. He's about 30 years old, so he's right in between the old vets, and he has a good relationship with people like Jay-Z, Nas. And Meek also still at that age where he still understands the young boys, the young artists, the young waves. So I think Meek has a lot of respect from a lot of guys. And it's like, Meek, if you would stop doing corny stuff, now let's switch it over. Meek posted a video on his Insta saying he still listens to Back to Back from Drake. One of the most scathing, nicest diss records of all time. If you don't remember some of the words of the song just off the top of the head, is that a world tour or your girls tour? It just, it went on and on. That record, Back to Back, was nominated for a Grammy. I mean, sheesh. Meek, stop letting us remember the fact that Drake bodied you over one of the most disrespectful, nicest diss records of all time. I just think if Meek could balance the corniness and the actual good components of his career, I think you could be looking at somebody who could have a Tupac-like impact on the culture. Do I believe this brother is as gifted lyrically as Tupac? No, I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is Meek Mill can have an impact, because I really think the brother gets talking to the kids, talking and telling these kids that there's more than just rapping and killing and going to jail. I really believe Meek Mill gets it. But then at the same time, you see him do something corny, like still say he listens to Back to Back for motivation. What motivation do you get out of a record like that? Let's not forget, Meek, all due respect to you, but the Back to Back and Charged Up records both stemmed from you turning into Twitter fingers on Twitter and saying Drake don't write his verses. Let's not forget any of this. Drake, let's not play the whole I'm getting bullied role and I use it as motivation, fuel to fire to kind of stem up this career. And again, he's going on this Against All Odds tour with Gotti, Lucci, and Moneybagg soon. Let's not act like you're the person who got bullied in high school. You brought this on yourself. You tried to bully Drake. You tried to end his career. Hell, there are a lot of people right to this day, even self-included, who, when I listen to a hot 16, a hot 32 from Drizzy Drake, in the back of my mind, I still have to think sometime, oh dang, this is hot, but did you write it though? Y'all remember my hashtag? Hashtag did you write it though? And that is where I kind of end with this thing. Meek can do so much good, but at the same time, the corniness that this brother has been a part of in the culture sometimes outweighs the good that the brother has done, because I really think going forward, he's going to be one of those guys from an impact standpoint that's going to dictate some of the things that we see how our culture shifts. And it's up for Meek to stop doing so much corniness and understand his gifts and the motivation that he has in his words. And by the way, guys like NBA Youngboy, man, I hope you taking them words that brothers like Meek Mill giving you. They don't come around too often. People who want to see you good and they don't think that you're going to take their spot. What do you think about Meek Mill telling NBA Youngboy to get out of Baton Rouge? And then also, what do you think about Meek Mill saying he still uses Drake's back-to-back as motivation? I go by the name of African TALIAFERRO. You can turn to Mr. TALIAFERRO TV. Thank you for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview, video, or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@itsmrtaliaferro.com. Again, that's booking@itsmrtaliaferro.com.